My name's Martin Camp. I am actually 59 years old. I am Managing Director of NIL Data Africa. I've been an IT engineer for the last 37 years. I've absolutely loved it. I'm a very, very keen sportsman. I grew up doing comrades, doing doozies, got my pilot's license, done about 20 odd marathons around the world, and I just love adventure sports. Today I'm dressed like this because I want to talk to you about how I see a very competitive event called the Dakar compares to a course that we offer as NIL Data Africa called 525, and that is about chasing your goal to become a CCIE. When we started the 525 program, and I saw how tough it was, by chance I was then actually thinking about doing the Dakar. I first applied 21 years ago, so it's been a long time of chasing this dream and this goal. And that's the same goal that people chase in their careers. The Dakar is the hardest motorsport event on this planet, and the CCIE is potentially the hardest networking IT exam that you can do. I will be the oldest competitor in Dakar next year. I'm still busy qualifying to get there. I have to train every day of my life. I have to eat correctly. There is no choice. Dakar is a very, very physically demanding event. It goes on for 10,000 kilometers across the Saudi Arabian desert. You are standing on the bike, you're on the pegs for anything between 8 to 20 hours a day. And the fitter you are, the more chance you've got of finishing it. But there's also a very tough mental side to Dakar. You're doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 kilometers every day. The navigation is very hard. And that's how I see getting back to the CCIE program. And actually, I put these two on the same level. You don't get a day off on the CCIE program. You have to learn, you've got to commit, you've got to stay on top of your commitments. And also mentally, it's very, very tough. You're not going to give up enough. Your dream is becoming a CCIE. My dream is finishing Dakar. So it doesn't matter what happens during that time, you're going to have a setback. And you have to work with them because you don't have a choice. We've just had the Rally World Championships here in May, and I was absolutely set to go and finish off and qualify for Dakar. And on the third day, on kilometer 579, I end up by actually having an altercation with one of the racing vehicles. He was obviously bigger than me, and he won the fight. And I ended up by damaging my right shoulder. And that was it. My dream for Dakar was potentially put on hold or maybe even gone. So I had to reapply for Dakar again. And now here we are again. I'm absolutely off to Morocco to race in October. You're more than welcome to please follow me. I'm on Instagram. It is called dreamsanddust_. And yeah, please follow my journey because I'm interested in following your journeys to become CCIEs. We're going to have our days getting up sand dunes, which are really, really tough. We're going to have our days going really fast across rocky sections. We could even get injured. And those are the highs and lows that you're going to face doing your CCIE as well. The more you're prepared, the better it's going to be for that event. And you've got a year to prepare for your exam. By chance, I've had a year to prepare for Dakar. You've got to think about the worst and the toughest situations. I do. I work out what's my hottest day, what's my longest day, where I'm going to get stuck, how I get the motorbike out, what happens if I injure myself. You need to think about this program before you come on board, because when you're on board, it's going to be really, really tough. But we are there as a company, as NIL, to help and to get you through this mentored CCIE program called 525. One of the most hardest things about doing the Dakar is actually finding a sponsorship. Most people can't afford it, so you've got to raise money and to get sponsors. Now, on the 525 program, equally important is that all of you, most of you coming on the program, you've got a sponsor, a line manager, or someone who has allowed you to go, obviously, on the program, on the course. So they are like your sponsor as what my sponsors are to me. As you can see, I'm wearing numerous brands and sponsorships. And that's really important because I wouldn't get to my goal of finishing Dakar if it wasn't for the help of these amazing sponsors. And the same goes for you as students and candidates, is that you're gonna have to have the total buy-in from your line managers and your sponsors, because You're going to have extra time to study. You're going to have to be given some time during the day, during the week to study. So they've got to be as much on board your program as what my sponsors are on board my program. They help me with regards to logistics. They help me with regards to preparing for the Dakar. And the same goes for your line managers or your sponsors. They will walk the road with you to get you ready to write and to pass your CCI exam. It's going to take a year of your life, and when I mean it's going to take a year, it's going to take everything from you. It's going to take you about 1,500 hours of your life in the next year to pass your CCIE. That's kind of the minimum amount. Now, how do you find that in a normal everyday life that you would like to carry on living? The answer is you won't and you can't. So you have to give up a lot. You've got to give up your social, give up some of your family time. And that's what we've got programs for. We actually look at the amount of hours that you're attending, classes, instructors, your labs that you do. So we will be also following you and giving you advice on if your hours are correct and keeping up to line with where you should be in order to pass your CCI exam at the end of the year. So is this going to be easy, your CCI program with us? The answer is a categorical no. It has a very high traditional failure rate. So with that, we're going to be there, just like I have a personal gym instructor or friends and buddies who get me through my training program. We're going to be there. The 5 to 5 is a fully mentored program. The mentor, of course, is already a CCIE. They have to be a mentor. They've been through what you're just about to go through. But it's also a self-study program. So we set the program on 5 to 5 for you on whatever vertical you've chosen, with a lot of work, exams, pre-exams, boot camps, and get you ready to write your CCI exam so that you can pass, hopefully, first time around. You've got to rise to these challenges. If you've got an inkling to do the 5 to 5 CCIE program, you like me, you've got to want to do the Dakar. It doesn't come for free, not with money, not with time, not with injuries, not with giving up your social life. It's an absolute commitment that I'm prepared to do, and that's what I'm hoping that I can also encourage you to get on course with me or with your fellow colleagues and do the 5 to 5 program. And then it's up to you to do the work. I know I'm probably having a better time in my training than your training, but at the end of the day, I still have to do the hours.